The lessons they want you to learn.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you learned how to take the blame. Thank gosh.
Amazing.
This relationship was gonna be so hard if you didn't learn how to take the blame for stuff.
Yeah.
Thought I was gonna have to work on my own shit. My gosh.
No.
That was.
You do that.
Had to break him in.
God, that
Titties, big ass titties. It's a fucked up reality, though, sometimes. On both sides of the relationship, the idea that it's people, like, shaking accountability, and it's just like, I'll spend more time whipping you instead of just...
I'm going to preface this with...
I'm going to wash my own drawers.
With nice sized titties, with a decent amount of gravity to them because I'm a fucking adult.
Nah, big ass titties.
Okay.
Big ass titties.
Right. I'm gonna stick with
big ass.
They can be big. It just
big ass.
Moving from that into a serious topic.
Fish don't fry in the kitchen titties. Beans don't burn on the grill ass titties.
You want nice. Homegrown titties.
Mm-hmm.
Soul food titties. God damn.
Big old call center. $500 a month in EBT titties.
Wow, those. Yeah. God damn.
Live in an apartment and got a deep freezer titties.
Them titties with a douchebag. Titties got a slit, you know. Them titties smell like apple cider vinegar, baby. Like.
Put that snap back in there. Use apple cider to give it some flavor.
Oh shit.
It's pussy marinade.
Yeah. Yeah, accountability is not a thing. Just gonna move. Yeah, from titties to accountability, man. Accountability and tits.
Gotta be accountable. Gots to be.
Yeah, that's not a thing. I don't know. I just it just ain't. Like, I wish I had some more extra profound shit to put on there, but you can look through like half your like any social media you look through a feed and be like, I wouldn't be like this if such and such, if life hadn't, if and it'd be for like really regular shit. Like, nah, my nigga, if you just made a different choice, you'd be all right. Like, men ain't trash, women ain't bitches. Nigga. Like, you just kept choosing stupid, and that's your fucking fault, my nigga. Like,
that's a fact, my nigga. Hey, you know one thing I noticed? Do we ever introduce ourselves on here? Like, do niggas know?
How many of y'all don't know us? Like,
oh yeah, please answer.
Please, yeah, you
quietly raise all your hands.
Yeah, look, this my way. This my way to let people
never
know.
Never entered the show like, yo, I'm EJ and I'm TJ. We've never done this.
Yeah, that's not a pun. That just life did that.
Like, yeah, that's a fact. Niggas just literally lead in. You got that shit from Joe Rogan, man. Joe Rogan is an amazing interviewer, and I just I always lead in just how he do. He just be starting his shit. I be like, fuck it.
Yeah,
everyone
catch
some authenticity.
Yeah, everyone that I like all the ones that I really fuck with, them niggas never have no real, like, the intro be like 20 minutes later, like, oh shit, by the way,
yeah,
it's us. Like they got millions of people. Like, I'm like, so they.
You feel like you just walked in a room. That's why.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I'm trying to give the impression of, like, yo, you just walked in this fucking room. Shit's going down. Some deep conversation here.
It was, man. Titties and accountability right about now.
That's it, right?
That
Walk
really
right into a breakup.
Honestly.
Titties and accountability, huh? Yeah, sounds like a relationship ending.
I think, if you honestly, more of those, I think you probably would have better relationships. More titties and more accountability in relationships should be fire. Like, and I don't even mean just put your titties out in the house and walk around. It would dissolve some of that negative energy, and then if you add that with, hey, you know what? That kind of was my fault too. Like, oh shit, you niggas might get married next week.
Let's do this. Hey, it was my fault we got in this conversation, so let's get out of it. Back to Joe Rogan. What a segue. That was a U-turn, bitch.
You remember when, what was that? I don't even know which fucking Fast and Furiously Fast. Them niggas, drove through a building into another. That was that. Nigga took a left, drove into another building, and threw the car off the fucking building.
That was a Tokyo drift.
Yep.
But no, I was talking about Joe Rogan and shit because something that I was watching on Joe Rogan, and I also had noticed that you were watching because I seen you posted on your feed, Cripicola, cuz, and Blood Pop.
Cripicola and Blood Pop. I'm dead
Killer
ass.
Mike, shout out Killer Mike. Killer Mike was on Joe Rogan
look,
Experience.
I don't want no more Pepsi. I don't want to see none of y'all with no more Coke. Do they have, like, I really want to go home and look. Like, I want, if they ship, I'm going to really purchase some.
Nah, shout out, we follow her, to Marijuana. She has a podcast, How to Keep a Man podcast, I believe, something like that. But I follow her. We follow her. The podcast follow her. But she mentioned, she like showed a video of that, and she added one of the dudes from it.
Oh,
and he was like, it blew up quicker than what we expected. He was like, so just give us a second, like we going into like a major production and shit, and trying to get it done.
Yeah,
so
they showed them making that, and it's like, look, between them,
it was cooking up in the kitchen.
Yeah, they cooking.
It was a 4-burner stove. 2 of them was you and Cripicola, and the other one they was whipping the pot.
Whipping the pot, and between them and making
Whipping
corn in the bathtub, baby. Like, so entrepreneurs in this motherfucker, boy.
Come on, man. Corn in the bathtub. That was the funniest shit ever. Outside that club, she was like, they make that shit in the bathtub.
Yeah, my only gripe with it is, like, I was mad it was only 6 episodes, because, like, that
without a doubt.
He hit a lot of issues real fucking fast. Hey, by the way,
out of nowhere though, shit came out of like them shits ain't never had shit to do with shit.
Yeah, it just like, hey, by the way, I'm buying black. Like the whole time, like first
episode, he ain't do no like I'm Killer Mike. Like it was just
I'm buying black. That's it.
Nigga was like, run the jewels. I ain't got no black weed, man. This is a travesty.
Yeah, and that shit, even that, I was like, wow. I mean, it is like the more like, I don't know. I think it's dope because, you know, you look at it as like Killer Mike, he a rapper, he says shit that even while he was talking, some of the shit sounds like it was funny, but I was like, actually, the more I think about it, that's really fucked up because he went to some barbecue spot and he was like, hey, is this black owned? And he was like, well, this shop is, but like that meat you eat came
from a white farm.
I was like, shit,
it's tough, and that's fucked up because that's one of the things that Killer Mike is always yelling. Killer Mike is always like, do we as black people be able to grow our own produce and have our own meat and farm and do all this? And then it was like, damn, he kind of proved the point because it was like, for most people, I mean, for myself, I do contribute to a lot of black-owned businesses.
Yeah,
I would at least be able to smoke weed. We got a black weed man. But no, like I really love that show. Like I love the Cripicola episode, like specifically because it was like the point he made of just like the Hells Angels and shit.
Yep.
Like that's a gang. Like they gang, nigga. Like they
niggas are murderers.
Yeah, like Sons of Anarchy, my nigga. You watching the Hells Angels. With all due respect to the Hells Angels, like I ain't knocking y'all hustle. I think people know y'all a gang. Like y'all trying to clean it up and y'all got two sides to every story. And I just feel like the Crips and the Bloods, GDs, Vice Lords, Mexicans, like, can you imagine if Mexicans made an energy drink? That shit would be amazing.
I'm getting some.
Come on, man. That shit would be amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I like
the marketing for that would be crazy.
I like that, like, the show does shit where it's like, I don't know, it's just a lot of motherfuckers online. We need to get out here. You know, every time, you know, every fucking Saturday on Crenshaw, there's some niggas who I thought was Q-Dogs the first time I saw them. They just be out there screaming and throwing pamphlets at people. But like,
them niggas, you see, them was the ones that was at the wall. They said that's who kicked off the whole thing with the protests and the Indian dude beating the drum. They said that started because it was like some black Israelites or whatever they are, like black Hebrews.
That I like, but I like that this show is like, hey, stop yelling and fucking making posts. Like you could do this. Like, granted, yes, Killer Mike's a rapper. Yes, he has access to whatever money and all these other resources, but at the end of the day, that nigga was like, this could be done. Like, we could do this. Like, you want your kids in better situation, you could teach them practical skills. You did that shit in a day.
Well, I mean, Cripicola is like 6 ingredients, my nigga, so that's not. Yeah, like I completely understand what you're saying about that.
Oh, that nigga even went to church and was like, look, man, like, you know, the church is asleep.
But how you do that though? Like, my whole thing was the whole time I was watching that, just being somebody who's like slightly informed on gang culture. Like, who would be like? It's hard to say. Like, you know how many fucking factions of the Crips there are?
Well, you would
like,
have
how do you get chapters? Like, who decides to register? It eventually becomes like the Crips national office. Is like some other Crips is like, nah, we the national office in Indiana. The Indiana Crips is trying to challenge
I think you start small, like what he did. Like, he went to the hood he knows, and he got that particular hood together. And then I think if you can kind of, it would have to be some, like everybody else does. It would have to be some wildly organized shit, because I don't know. You got all these rappers from 50 different sets. You might have to use them. Go to your set. Go to wherever you from, and you put that seed there, and it has to be a collaborative thing. Because like he didn't just go to, hey, them niggas over there that I've seen selling. He went to the ones he knew.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I think it definitely would take time. It's nothing that would go as fast as it went on the show, but I just think the show shows that this is a doable thing. This is a thing it can be accomplished if you just give it. Because like what they said when they were sitting there talking to the entire room of like the most ridiculously racist individuals, like them niggas was even there. They was even sitting there saying like, we're actively trying to make a turn. One of the dudes said, and I forget his name, but he was like, I can't just walk up to this dude who his entire life has been selling drugs. This is all the fuck he knows. Like, even me, like I sit up here and talk about college, but I knew that was an aspect for me because I came from like parents. If you've never known that, it's kind of hard for me to go up to you and just be like, hey, buddy, so you need to have people in that can show them the path that this is like a viable option. So, I don't know, it'd be a lot of coordination. Like, it would have to be a bunch of Killer Mikes. Like, it wouldn't. He couldn't just do it. It'd have to be a bunch of these niggas.
No, yeah,
as a team
like
doing
huge
that
umbrella.
shit. Yeah,
without a doubt. This is a very important thing to me. Like, this was super dope to me, just being like a nigga from the hood and like just seeing how all of that worked. And I want to come back to it, but I want to say Mario was the greatest individual I've ever met in my life. That was the most racist Mexican man I've ever fucking met.
He went and fucked up.
And I never met him. I just watched him on Netflix.
He fucked up New Africa. Like, he fucked up the end. Like, how you get spoilers or whatever. Like, he got to the end and still was, like, fucking up. They was in a new country for 12 hours.
Him and the white nigga. Like, him and the You Can't Stop This White Nigga. Like, them was the two greatest. Like, they was in the same band. This nigga Mario's.
Why
Nigga Mario got so upset they fucked him when he was singing for T-Pain and Killer Mike, and that nigga was singing the Dope Box Me In. Wait a minute, fuck that. We are not skipping past that.
No,
gotta get to
Mario was a fucking.
That nigga said Dope Box Me In. I hope it's not a glass box. The cadence of it was so terrible. And in my head, I was like, yo, when they came back and played, like, they sampled his song to be able to make the song.
He was crying.
I was like, yo, I want to hear the real version of that song before they doctored it up and, like, made it.
Bro.
Like, the song that they sampled, I want to hear the song that they made that sample out of. Like, not the song that they all wrapped up. Because I don't believe that was the original Don't Box Me In that Mario made.
No.
Not with that cadence.
Nope.
Not with that cadence.
Mario.
Not with them lyrics.
Mario is fucking
Mario
wild,
was
bro.
amazing.
Oh my god.
Mario was Beyonce like a bitch.
Yeah, in those 6 episodes, like he might be, I don't know. I haven't watched Mad.
Killer Mike.
I haven't watched Mad like reality television, but he got to be like in somebody's top 10 reality motherfuckers off of those 6 episodes. Cause
oh no, he got to be on somebody's reunion.
Because that nigga just wild from start to finish.
What's his name? Andy Cohen. Tell Andy Cohen to go find that. That nigga's fucking hilarious. That was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he was just, Mario was just.
I thought it was funny Killer Mike went to the old folks' home too and rapped. That was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, like everything, like Killer Mike just be like, when niggas like have like ideas of, oh, I should do this wild shit. Like he did that shit. And I was
educational porn.
Nigga.
That
was a boss idea.
When he was at the school with the little kids, he was talking to the black kid. The white kid raised his hand. He was like, "I'm gonna come back to you because if I interrupt myself to talk to you instead of finishing talking to him, that's the first white privilege." And then Mason was like, "That's the first step to white privilege right there." So he's like, "So we're not gonna do that." Mason was like,
"That's an ally."
Bad. And then he was like, "That's an ally."
My nigga, that's fire. I want to be a rocket ship maker. First of all, you're not.
Right.
You don't want to do that. Like the same shit. Like
do any of you know what a plumber is?
Exactly. The same shit motherfuckers sit here and like talk about when they get high. Like Killer Mike was like, that's a doable thing.
Oh man, the church is asleep, man.
Church
is asleep.
Look, the church is asleep might be my
sleep
favorite,
never said a word the whole episode.
My favorite episode.
Shout out to all the members of the church of sleep.
Man, look, them niggas had breakthroughs. You know, it was like, are you, and shit, Killer Mike said some cool ass shit. It was like, that might be the only line I remember like fully. He was talking about like, are you a Christian? He's like, I'm the same religion black people were the day before an invader stepped in.
That's
a cold ass line.
same religion the niggas was before y'all showed up. The day before, 24 hours before y'all touched down.
Yeah. I think that's like and like the shit. I know people like was like, we'll see like the church asleep and think that shit like just some funny shit. But I'm like, that's kind of a bar. Like the nigga do have a point because prior to, white people just, showing up at the beach like, hey, y'all should come with us. Like if you kind of do it, like niggas, a little bit of research, like I feel like we had a closer connection to God long before they put a lot of white men as the middlemen between there. Like before you had to go sit in a little box and tell the nigga who was like, had a little boy on his lap in the box with him what you did that week. Like I gotta tell him how I like, didn't pay some parking tickets and he wiping like, baby oil off his chest. Like so I just feel like, the church asleep is not as wild as people like was like. Cause like I've had like 2 or 3 conversations about the church asleep and they'd be like, Jesus, 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 and I'd be like, well, if you take a step back, like the nigga had a point. Like I ain't telling you to just, go in there and throw the collection plate across the room, but think about it.
Yeah, religion's a crazy thing, man. Like I was watching, I was talking to someone the other day, and we talking about the New York City. He was talking to Tiff, talking about like New York City and this new bill that they passed that like a woman can terminate a pregnancy beyond 20 weeks under certain conditions.
I saw that.
And people were like, she got mad because she was like, people are making a religious argument about this. And in my head, like when she broke down and explained the reasons how and why and like what were acceptable to do it, I was like, I ain't gonna hold you up. Like I'm not the most religious person, but I'm definitely like a spiritual person. Like I believe in higher power and all of that. Like who he is and what's his name, her name, I'm not fucking 100% sure. Like, but I know it's somebody. I was just like, to let your religion stand in the way of those reasons. And it was reasons like the baby's not going to be able to live like a meaningful life, or like it might cost the mother her life. And I was like, respect to whatever story you decide to believe. Like whatever graphic novel you invest,
She was fire.
Your life in, like whichever one you live your life by, like that's fine. But I'm not gonna be around here with Harry Potter books in my hand. Like no. This is not how they would do it at Hogwarts. Like understand something. Like you start talking about real shit. You start talking about what happened in 4 BC or 7 AD. Whenever the fuck that shit was supposedly written. And then like no, like don't get me wrong. You talking about somebody who's living and breathing in front of me right now. You're flipping through pages. Like no, wait. Hold on. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. Like going through the books and shit. And then you tell me like right here, Genevicians. Like
Genevicians is a boss ass book.
There you go. Yeah. But like, I don't know, man. As like somebody who has a child, like if I'm having a child and my child's mother is lying right there, and it's a doctor who did like how many ever years in medical school telling me like, yo, somebody gonna die, possibly everybody gonna die if we don't do something, and somebody run in with a book, like
punch the shit out you, bro. Like,
yeah, right. Like somebody run up like, I'm the priest of the hospital. I pulled out of a little boy. I pulled out of a session. Hey, you better get the fuck out of here flipping through this book. You better go. Yeah. Better go finish mounting whatever teenager you was on.
Yeah, certain shit like clearly is like morally right across the board, whatever fancy book you choose to read.
Yeah.
So I'm like that. I feel like it's cool to have a conversation about, but like I'm just not gonna have nobody. Like I wouldn't want nobody to tell me 100% what to do with my body. Like I know there are certain like situations with like abortion that might be a little weird, like if you were with somebody and y'all not together no more and then she makes that choice, or it's like that might be something where like, but that's not religious. Like religion should have no grounds in like what you do with your body and telling a woman what to do with her body.
Religion's based on a book, an interpretation of a book. I'm not gonna lie to you, my nigga. If I had
some books some white man just wrote.
Yeah, my nigga, like, if I had prostate cancer, somebody ran in there with a Goosebumps book. Like,
it was a whole bunch of shit going on.
Like, can you imagine if, like, you had cancer and, like, you had lung cancer, somebody ran in there with chicken noodle soup for the soul. Like, you would be like, what the fuck? Bitch, get out of here.
Yo. I'm finna be like, yo, bring him in here, y'all. Well, I know I need to. I don't know what I got no more, but I'm gonna bleed on him.
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna bleed right in his eye. Bring him right here. Like,
you got me fucked up. Like conceptually, like that's kind of like, and I understand we're going, but nah, fam, I'm not here for that.
Nah.
Like,
and I just, I don't know.
I'm not losing life behind books.
Nah,
that's a tough one.
No, I think anything also is like the way people talk about human beings being like, you know, everything is fluid. Fluid's fluid. Your fucking chicken sandwich is fluid. Spirituality's fluid.
All of it.
So if that's the case, I feel like religion, not even religion, like religion is too much. I think it's too strict of a thing that people don't understand. Like spirituality, I feel like all that shit should be a guideline. It's like basically all that shit's a guideline. Like, yo, don't be a fucking piece of shit person. Like, don't kill people. Don't fucking rape kids. Don't steal from your neighbor. Don't fucking shit on your boss's desk. Like, just be a decent fucking person.
But it's even hard for me to be like, it's a guy. It's because that shit is written by, like, stories that niggas told you about hanging out with niggas. So it's kind of like, if a nigga just told you a story about hanging out with me. It's like, EJ believed that, he always said fat chicks can't see their feet, so all the big bitches got to wear waist trainers so they can be able to tie their shoes. Like, I don't know. Like, that would be the stupidest fucking shit. And niggas wrote a book and made people live by that. So I wouldn't do. That's so fucking stupid to me. Like, I get it. And I'm sure somebody is going like,
no, don't be mad about it, but like it is.
Yeah,
it's like,
but like in reality,
that's even just opinion. Like if you really talk to people, like, you know, like,
so
hey,
now
man,
you got people running around here in Spanx, like that ain't a waist trainer. She like, I can see my feet though, like just because you living off the religion of EJ. That's honestly so dumb. Like, and a nigga told you a story about
you get
somebody.
Enough people behind that, there would be the religion of EJ, and it would Spanx sales would go off.
Like, but my whole thing is this: even
every
a book
bitch out here be looking like Kurt Angle.
I'm not even going. The mental picture right there, just like, just a bunch of look like Mark Henry. Just, why everybody look like?
That's it.
Everybody got no singlets.
They all would be made by Fashion Nova,
right? Singlets by Fashion Nova everywhere on South Beach. It's terrible.
They wouldn't win no fights though, because they'd be out here like Browner.
That's ridiculous. What the fuck I was finna say, but no, like that's my whole thing, bro. It was like the interpretation of this book. We all even have to remember the stories are told by people who are telling you stories of when they were with Jesus. Like, and then on top of that, it's like it's kind of like not like that, but like we listening to Lil C's tell the stories of shit like.
Oh shit!
Nah, I ain't gonna like.
I wasn't even gonna. I was even gonna worse than that.
Like Lil C's, Mo Preem Shakur, like the Outlaws and shit, wrote a book, and like that's what we reading a Vlad interview. Like a bunch of niggas who was with a legend wrote a book.
So they was like Luke and them was just like, yeah, I knew the nigga, yeah, you know, like he hit some miracles with them, but when he was me, dog, I was there for the wine.
Oh,
and shit.
The wine shit was cool, my nigga, but then I have to tell you about the water. With a nigga, oh what? Shit, nigga stood on, nigga, his sandals was on top of the waves.
No, I know,
nigga.
I see the paintings and shit, you know what I'm saying? And they say, you know, cuz walk in there, yeah, he fucked the temple up, but that was me. If you look on the painting and you look on the side, I got a nigga hemmed up on the wall. Like I know they just say Jesus walked in there and swung on him, but it was me. Cause I was riding for my dog. You know what I'm saying?
I always told that nigga. I said, watch that nigga Judas.
I knew he was a fuck
nigga from the date, nigga.
I knew he was a fuck nigga.
First day we broke bread with the nigga. I said he a fuck nigga. He a fraud. And I was like, no nigga fraud nigga around me, dog.
Puss ass.
The fuck out of here. Like yeah. I get it, and I completely understand it when it's like a place you can go to for strength and everything, but like you can't impose that on other people, and you for damn sure can't impose it like in life and death situations. Like you can't have a loved one on a deathbed and the only thing impeding this process is someone outside of the motherfucker whose life is on the line's religious beliefs. Like that's my whole thing. Like I know it's some people that don't take blood transfusion. Like if it's the person in the bed, like 100%, yeah. But if it's some shit that like, I seen an interesting thing. This nigga Jerry Brown was Jerry Brown, the former governor of California, he became a mayor of Oakland after he was a governor.
Okay.
And he was like, people were like, that's backwards. Why did you do that? He was like, it's not. He said, I wanted to have to work with the laws I implemented in this state. He said, I wanted to find out how hard it was. Like, since I had ran around telling people that it's easy to do.
It'd have been some cold shit if that nigga had said, look, bitch, it's town business.
Because it's town business. My nigga Marshawn came back, so I pulled up, did 2 years with my nigga. Yada, yada. Like,
yeah.
That would have been fucking
I think
terrible.
people got to start being extra. Look, Cardi is just shot through the roof being just authentically her. I want a politician to do that shit.
Hell no, you did. You got Trump, nigga. There you go.
Look how far he got. I just want somebody who do that I fuck with. I just don't fuck with Trump's. His point of view. But even niggas who don't fuck with his point of view fuck with the fact that nigga get up there and say what the fuck you want to say. Like, I know my piece. Like, I don't have to guess. I know Trump a piece of shit. That's a little more, like, relieving in my mind than having to guess if he's the piece of shit that I think he is. Yeah, like I like everybody honest.
So on the other side, you would be like, you don't want to wonder if somebody, a nigga like you, a president on the opposite spectrum would be like a president you fuck with. Like, I ain't gotta wonder if that's my nigga. He's showing me that he my nigga.
Yeah, I would like the security that like the dude on fucking on Trigger Warning, like the white boy was like, I'm a white nigger. Like, I would just like to have the reassurance that he's got, knowing that when you look at your president get on TV, be like, it's my motherfucker right there, dog.
Now he represents something I stand for.
Yeah, I know, like, that nigga don't like niggas. Like, like he gets to feel that. Like, I'd like that. Like, motherfuckers up there talking about right now, what's her name? The Kamala chick?
Kamala Harris?
Yeah, and I have no real faith that I really fuck with her for real like that. Like, I don't
it is 79 people running for the Democratic.
But and the internet be blowing up like, first of all, she did like it. Y'all motherfuckers waste no time. Like, we got backstories of this, and it'd be like,
first things first, the bitch. I
know her. They are clearly Googling better than me, because you go to the motherfucking page and it's aired.
I met her one time and I grew up with her.
That's it.
My mama know her. Like, all the goddamn stories.
It be Terrence, manager of fucking Stater Brothers. And he be like, how the fuck you get this information?
He be bagging up shit. She be like, you know that bitch don't buy black, right?
Bro, it be Terrence.
She got a white husband, right?
Terrence from Stater Brothers in fucking Arkansas. And you be like, how the fuck this nigga know all this shit about Kamala Harris?
Right.
But he be,
where did you find this out? Facebook?
Dead ass. Like, them niggas be real serious. Like,
nah, I think it's a nice gesture. Like, but I don't if you're asking me personally, I don't have much faith in that.
No, like, I've seen like just things pop up about her that I'm not gonna 100% speak on them because
I live in California, so I know who she is. Like, she wanted to write tickets to parents.
That shit.
To truancy, and then
like there's a lot of things that that are like iffy, and I'm just like, okay, I'm like, everybody feel like we've done enough as black people. Like, we've done enough of, hey, black. All right, well, you did we've done the whole.
We got lucky with Obama. Like, nigga, Obama could have been a shitstorm.
Everybody did the
Obama,
whole.
We did one like, get him in there because he's black. We did that, but like, we just got lucky. Obama could have got in there and shit down his leg, and we would have been like, we stuck with this nigga. We can't not back him.
Hey, look.
Because white people, they just won't shut the fuck up about him. Like, we could have really been fucked with Obama. We got fuck around and get Kamala Harris in there.
We got an orange Cheeto nigga in there now. I don't give a shit if it's the motherfucking raisins that come up there want to be president. You got to be on my team. I don't give a fuck what you look like right about now.
Yeah, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you look like. You better come in there. Alan Yang, Bernie gonna run again. I think they said Bruce the Butcher. I'm over there in Long Beach. He said he gonna run Bruce the Butcher.
That nigga gotta come. He gotta come in with fucking
Rodney from Kinko's. Rodney from Kinko's said he gonna run. He got a campaign going right now. They selling barbecue dinners.
Bruce the Butcher. No, it's not Bruce the Butcher. It's the nigga from what's that shit? Gangs in New York. Like, it's that nigga. Like,
everybody.
Human law.
Yeah, like. Soulja Boy say he gonna run, crank that 2020.
He get it right about now. I think
Soulja.
If he ran right now, man.
Soulja. Kanye gonna run. Shout out Kanye.
I want Kanye to sit. Did you see that shit of him and
Nope.
Dame?
Nope.
Chilling?
Nope.
I saw something like that. I don't know if it was recent, but I saw like it go through my feed. I didn't get to watch it all though. It looked like a video, but then I was walking through.
I don't want to see shit with Kanye and then shit with Kanye and Dame. That's just sloppy and messy to me. And, You motherfuckers is 40, acting like old bitches.
That seems like most of entertainment. And
Yeah,
I know
but
that
it's
sounds
just- it's
really
just
whack.
like-
It's two niggas doing an entertainment type thing here. But yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the J. Cole thing. It's like the fall for grace so hard to take. Like, y'all 90s legends. Like, niggas 2000 and after, I expect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain niggas you expect certain shit from, but not like Rockefeller niggas and the old guard niggas and shit. Like, you know, like, this is what I'm saying. This is why you can't trust niggas who, you can't trust the niggas who wrote the Bible. Like, if Jay died today, the niggas we would have to go to add stories about him would be Dame, Kanye, all these niggas.
I'm going to A.M.E.
But even like, but yeah, that's only like 5 niggas. It's like 12 stories in the Bible, right? 12 names, 12 books. This is what I'm saying though.
And it's names that wasn't around.
Yeah, you
when
still
that was
gotta
a
take
thing.
shit with a grain of salt.
It's niggas named Peter, Luke, Tom, Jacob, Barry. Like
Don't
those
even make
names
sense.
those names didn't exist when Jesus was walking around.
They definitely didn't. And no,
And
no
anytime you
translations. I don't want no
anytime you-
translations.
Yeah, no. Anytime you tell somebody like, yo, like King James kind of did some little editing, like, shut the fuck up. That's Jesus' name. Shut the fuck. Shut.
God,
Yeah,
like,
God.
Nah, nigga. Nah, because back in the day, no, I want the book of Cleophilianius. Like, give me the Cleophilianius. Tell us about.
Yeah, you know, I
like,
want the book. Yeah,
Nah,
you want the
don't
book
give
to be
me-
like, you know,
yeah.
Hif Poof. What's that? His name was Hif Poof. Oh shit, he knew. He was there, bro. Hif Poof.
Yes, he was poor. His dad was a dirt farmer. Dirt farmer, nigga.
Ooh shit.
He farmed dirt, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, who do you
Yeah.
sell that
He
to?
knew
Everybody
Jesus.
got it.
You can sell it to Jesus because he can turn it into fire apes.
Like, nigga said, Jesus turned water to wine, but he ain't turned dirt to fire apes, so it didn't matter.
Oh shit.
That's forever.
That's a bar. God damn.
It's leaked group chat conversations.
Though it's so fire. It's so I don't know. It's dangerous in there. I'm not gonna lie. It's,
Yeah, but that's my whole point though. Like back to Kanye and Dame. I don't want to see Kanye and Dame in the room. It's just weird timing. Like when you get certain, like when the enemy and my enemy get together, it's like that's just a.
yeah.
I don't pay that shit no real mind. Like a nigga you ain't talked to in months, a nigga you was just yelling like, give me some money, like I put you on, like why you not funding my investments, why we not helping each other, and then all of a sudden he sues another nigga you don't like, and then all of a sudden y'all in the room together.
Who sued who?
Kanye sued Rockefeller and E.M.I. this week.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's gay.
He said he didn't get paid. He didn't get
I
compensated.
don't mean that sexually, folks. I just mean like when you're a 4
I
year old.
wasn't gonna go over it though. He said he didn't. Yeah, I wasn't gonna revisit that. Moving past it. He said that he didn't get fairly compensated for the Blueprint, which was the album that brought Jay-Z's career back, or like stabilize or would propel Jay-Z's career, whatever the fuck he said. Basically, suing. Yeah,
So is he saying like they didn't pay him at all? They just didn't pay him what he thinks it's worth now because he woke up one day and was like, I should get more money for that.
I to the best of my beliefs. Let me Google it right now while I'm speaking on it. I think it's he didn't get compensated fairly.
I don't know, like if I've
So yeah, that's just. Oh, he said it revitalized Jay-Z's career.
is
Has
like
filed a pair of lawsuits in what may be an attempt to extradite himself from contracts and reclaim control over his career. One lawsuit is against E.M.I. The song publisher has administered the rights to his song since 2003, shortly before hip hop star released the college dropout. Blah 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 blah. Complaints filed Friday, entirely redacted, so the basis of legal action is very mysterious, but at the very least, there's now an existence dispute between plaintiffs. I don't know. The nigga say it revitalized Jay-Z career. He wants some money, or he won't. They basically saying he trying to sue his way out of a contract that he's in with E.M.I. and Rockefeller, who's own the rights to Kanye. E.M.I. owns the rights to Kanye's music, so I don't think Kanye owns like his publishing or his masters. One of the two.
is he just trying to make a master's move like everybody else? Well, not everybody else, but like it's a talk. It's a talk now. Like I know Chris Brown did his shit with Chris Brown stuff happened. I might come back to that. And then, I even saw like a post, or it was a post of somewhere about, and it was Pharrell talking about just the bullshit.
United Masters.
Yeah. So
yeah, Future was talking about the other day somewhere too.
yeah. So like I get that, but I don't know. Like if that's the train, I mean, I'm just making an assumption. If that's the train, you could just got on that train. I don't know if you take a shot at know unless they did some fuck shit, but I don't know. But also I have a really hard time like, dealing with Kanye in this just because Kanye just been doing a lot, and I just want him to continue to sit down somewhere. Like, I just want Kanye to show up, be like, look.
What you mean continue, nigga? He sat down somewhere?
Well, maybe I just haven't been. Well, between him, he sat down enough for me to not see him in my act of trying not to pay attention to him.
Okay.
So I want him to keep doing that because I want to like Kanye. He just keep doing shit, and I'd be like, bro, like, the fuck.
I don't even want to like Kanye. I just want to be able to listen to his music again.
That's
like I don't even want to
Kanye.
fucking like. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I don't know.
Fucking
He's
like
not
you.
coming over my house to like eat sandwiches. I just want to be able to go. All right, this is not a fucking weenie I'm listening to, and I can't vibe to the music because.
No, I don't mean like nigga gonna come to my house, but I mean when I say I can like you, that means I can support you outside of music. Like the man makes shoes and clothes and shit.
I
like
used
that.
to want to
like,
do that. Like Kanye used to be like my fucking
if I
guy.
like you, yeah, if I exactly. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I like you, I can be able to do that. Like I like LeBron, nigga, so I can support and do all that. Like I can buy shoes and all that shit. But for Kanye, I can't even listen to your fucking music right now. Like I can't even support you on the basis of what you came here for me to support you with.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Kanye gotta chill. Just
Kanye
speaking of
never do that.
back to because I know that was like a thing. Was it last week?
Who?
Was it kind of Mr. Brown? Like,
Briss Breezy.
Briss Breezy. Like
Briss Breezy.
that bitch lying.
They done free Briss.
That bitch lying.
Big B's. OHB. All that. Briss Breezy.
Black
Briss
Baby
Brown.
But yeah, I like
Bobby Beige.
I ain't even just like ride. Like my whole thing, even with that, like I wasn't even just riding for Chris. The first time you hear some shit like that, you're like, God damn. But I didn't like how like people like, cause even like there was like a video of like Eve saying some shit and then apologizing. But like it was mad people like I know like people hate Chris because of Chris's background, but this whole wave of like a motherfucker gets accused and everybody's like, fuck you for the rest of your fucking life. And it's like, what if he didn't do it? And then it turned out, as far as I could tell, like the nigga didn't do it. So
Court of public opinion. They be leading them lynch
yo,
mobs.
you motherfuckers gotta stop that
That's
shit.
what I'm
That
saying.
shit is
Niggas with
dangerous.
pitchforks and look, bro.
They had
pitchforks
no, and that was
and,
no
like, tiki torches.
with no background. It was just some chick saying he did some shit to me, which could happen to anybody. That's wrong as fuck. And I don't understand why there's like the same vigor people have when a motherfucker does some shit. There's never any more of that vigor on the person who lied. Like I feel like that shit would stop if you go, hey, you lied on, like, okay, you actively opened your mouth and told whole fucking lies about a person that could have ruined their life. They put Lil Kim in jail just for not telling. So you can go to jail for just not telling. You can't go to jail for flat out lying? What the fuck? That's whack.
Without a motherfucking doubt. Without a doubt.
Niggas are wild.
Now, this is my question. The T-shirt. This bitch is lying. The T-shirt.
That happened.
I have a question. How do you feel about that? That's because that's some interesting shit to me. How do you feel about the T-shirt?
I feel like it's honestly like right up Chris Brown alley. Like,
but how do you feel about it? About the T-shirt, not about the action itself, like the actual T-shirt.
I mean,
like the existence of a T-shirt in that manner about that subject matter.
I feel like I don't feel bad about it. Like, cause if, like I just said, like if ain't like I'm, he's not like there's not like I don't know how much money you can get out of a person or anything like that or any retribution, but you lying on my name, like on something very, very like that's not nothing to play with. Like that's clearly like
without a doubt.
Robert been out here like ruining lives and shit. So that's not a. We've gone into depth about how terrible of an act that is. So, anyways, so if somebody like fucking accuses you of that and can like really ruin your fucking image and life, everybody is on this whole super spiritual peaceful shit. But at a point, you do feel like, man, fuck you, dog. Like you just have that a little bit. Like you tried to ruin me.
Understood.
So that bitch is lying. And he didn't even say her name. He just said that bitch.
Nah, this is my thing right here. So this is something that was brought to me, and like Tiff was talking about this. If if this would have been a cop who was accused of beating somebody or beating a black man or like committing a crime such as that, and come to find out like someone was lying on the cop and the cop made a shirt that said these motherfuckers be lying, and cops start wearing that shit everywhere.
Didn't they do that? Yeah, they did that shit.
Like how did we feel about that? Like the fact, my thing is this, I'm looking at the fact that like what is to be gained for him for this. And I understand what we're saying, but like he's gonna get revenge or vengeance, or he gets to clear his name. He does, but the impact of that to the entirety of the situation is like, that is a movement that could be used to now start to discredit the many stories for the vengeance of the few. Like, let's not get this wrong. Chris Brown and Freddie Gibbs are one of few.
Mm-hmm.
To, like, for those that don't know, Freddie Gibbs is accused of this in, I believe, Germany, and his situation actually went way further than this.
Yeah,
like,
he
got locked
he
up,
was locked up
and had to like, really go through a whole trial. But yeah, like those guys exist, but we all know like what the vast majority is. So like, I don't know. It just
I don't know about the vast majority of like rapes. I understand that is a thing, and my thing is more so I'm not saying don't shit on them and don't bring them to, I don't know, I don't have a good
no. I'm not saying don't bring them to justice. I'm not saying don't be brought to justice for lying.
I do think that there should be.
You are.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like the same way, maybe, and not to the same extent of if you're a rapist, you should definitely get punished to the full extent of how you get punished for that. But I do think that clearly Chris Brown's way of doing it was a pettier version, but I don't feel too bad because there is as of now, like, people can say shit, and a lot of times, as far as I know, and maybe somebody could educate me, I don't see much of a consequence for liars on the other side, people who just actively go out and try to ruin someone's life. You're at a certain level, let me go ahead and fuck with you. Even if you're low-hanging fruit, like you've had a fucked up past, I'm not about condemning you for something you did not do. And I think that there just should be something for that. So if all you have to deal with is you got a T-shirt made about you, didn't say your name, nobody knows you except the people who know you're around, like, that doesn't really fuck with her. Like, to be honest, like what she did, like that nigga's name was Mud, and now it's like because I saw a post and it was like, yeah, he might not have done this, but he's still an abuser, he's still stalkerucci, he's still fucking I don't know, has a matted beard some days, and he doesn't want to shave properly, like. And I'm like, okay, like it's this topic that is talked about on shit.
He doesn't go on tour enough.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's like you never get to live down what you've done.
No room for growth.
Yeah, like, you know, and I'm like Charlamagne says, like, if like motherfuckers love to talk about Malcolm X, but if Malcolm X was like alive now, we'd have never let him get there.
Detroit Red.
Yeah,
never been able to get past Detroit Red.
So it's like, you know, so once somebody does something, give them time for like active growth. If they keep fucking up, then they keep fucking up. I'm even a proponent of. I've said this.
I don't even think it's about that. I'm sorry, not to cut you off. I think it's about Chris doesn't grow the way people want him to grow.
That's my point. That's literally where I was headed. Like, yeah, like when people, I've said this, and I use this in my life and even relationships. I will fuck with you, even if every other month we're having a fuck up. I just don't want to have the same fuck up. So if you don't give somebody, okay, he fucked up, you know, you fucked up this way, but we don't do that no more. Now we got to move through whatever. So give the man progression. And like, I don't understand what I've just said. Actually, that's like his two big things. What else the fuck did Chris do? Like,
niggas, Chris, in my opinion, Chris has not progressed the way people want. People want Chris to be Michael. Chris is like, he's so talented and he's the Michael level. People want him to be palatable as Usher was, like to sing, dance, and do like. Chris is not that. Like, Chris is the first time that like he's Bobby Brown to act like Bobby Brown antics, Michael Jackson talent, like the relevance that just won't go anywhere, like incredible star power, can leave and come back and still make the world stop. Like it's But it's frustrating to people because, like, even though he's growing up and he just stays the fuck out the way, that's still not what people want him to be. Like, people want him to be Michael. Like, people want him to be, in my opinion, like, they want him to be that role model and, like, that soft-spoken, like, lovable.
Yeah, I think that's why. Because I think, like, in some ways, like, he could still be a role model. Like, to me, like, there's all this conversation now of being yourself. Like, he's authentically, I'm not. Like, I want to draw fucking, I want to live in the Hollywood Hills and draw all this shit on my house. Like, you could be that.
I feel like he's hated for what people have made him.
Yeah.
Because we forced you to grow up early because of the shit. Like, you were 17 years old when you put your hands on Rihanna.
Yep.
We forced him to grow up at 17 years old, but, like, now we're missing, like, the child. Like we want the kid back and we want him to have that, like.
I want the Chris I got.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
We do. So I mean, it's all like, even gotta look at Bieber. Like, people like love like baby Bieber and all of that shit. But like, when Bieber grew up and was like, I want to get married and I don't want to be followed around and I'm gonna join the church and I'm gonna grow a mustache and I'm gonna look like a hillbilly and I'm not gonna people do shit y'all tell me to do no more because I got $200 million and I don't have to.
Yeah, we don't give the artist room to be human. Like, they just gotta be the artist all the time. Like, people get mad, but it's like, I wish you I dare you to run up on Chris Evans right now and be like, Captain America. He'd be like, yo, dog, I just really want to go in here and get some chicken and 2 sides, and I want you to leave me the fuck alone.
Nah, like, even Chadwick said that. Like, Michael said that. Like, Chadwick said, can y'all please stop coming up to him? Like, yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, niggas said that shit. So I 100% believe that shit.
Yeah, I just think, like, I don't know, people have their own shitbag issues, and some of the issues that they do it in front of shit and you get to, like, judge them for it. Because, like, I think D-Ray said some shit like that. He's like, way back when it happened, he was like, people was talking about Chris Brown's a piece of shit, this, that, and the third, but he was like, you motherfuckers, they was in college fighting over ramen noodles, y'all would have just let that shit ride.
Would have let it go.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I want to say, like, I don't know, I actually lost my thought, but still, that was kind of it. Fuck.
No, like, for me again, I just think that people had temporary emotions, like temporary outrage. Like, you're a part of the mass. Like, it would have been nice for people just to be like, look, he fucked up. Still a fan of the kid. Just want him to grow up. Like, it just would have been done with it.
Yeah.
But, like, so many people jumped on the train of, like, I think this was like, they were our Bobby and Whitney. Like, and we treated that the same way we seen people treat that. Like, not even being funny. I'm not being funny. I'm not saying that the joke, but, like, that was our Bobby and Whitney. Like, our superstar, like, okay, so it was kind of like, we didn't get the spectacle of Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, they controlled that. Like, Chris and Rihanna, though, we got the spectacle of them. Like, them being young and out at nightclubs. And
they was fucking teenagers.
Exactly. Yep. But that was like the whirlwind of, like, Bobby and Whitney. Like, we got to see that shit play out, and it just went ugly. Yeah. To me, like, it just went bad, and I think that after that moment, dude was just forced to grow up. But unfortunately, like, it was just like, you can't.
Well, yeah, the way
you can't get that back now. Like, you can't get that sweet, innocent Chris back, and you can't get him to conform the way he might have if he just wouldn't have felt like he got hung out to dry, and niggas was just like, yo, he's a kid that made a mistake, and, like,
and the way everybody talks about
go serve your time, get you some help.
Yeah, like you said, like, right there, get you some help. Like, the way everybody talks about mental health and shit now, like, get you some help is
he was the last train out of that we don't give a fuck about mental health station.
That, yeah, and like, him being young, him being in the spotlight, him being, and it's not giving, like, an excuse to behavior. It just, these are the facts. Like, if you're a young whatever kid who's got money and you beat up somebody, you do some wild shit, you can go isolate, which everybody talks about is a portion of doing this. You can't really isolate if you Chris Brown, and you can't isolate, really give yourself to somebody around you, because half the motherfuckers around you are trying to get that bag, get that money out of you. So they're like, hey man, look, you good, now I need you to get back on stage, because if you stop going on stage, you stop needing me, I stop getting paid, I start fucking matter. So yeah, I can't let you just go and, like, take time to yourself for 6-7 months, especially now. Like, Chris Brown is doing all these great things now, and it sounds great because, like, oh, he's the first 20 or whatever to do that. But it's like, he 20, is he 20? He's like, what? Is he still?
He's 28, 29.
Yeah, he's like, you know, he's still, 29. in age. But if you've been, everybody talks about it. If you've been in
Yeah,
entertainment since you was 17,
like
that
entertainment
nigga's
age.
53.
Yeah, he's
In
definitely
certain ways, I'm sure emotionally he's immature, like your favorite artist. But in a lot of probably pessimistic ways that fuck with his character, you in an environment that just like, yo, man, we need them hits. You're the hottest thing on earth. Like people talk about, you know, like Drake being white hot. Like Chris Brown has stayed in a level of
he just lives there now.
ridiculous
Yeah,
hotness.
he just
for
stays there. That's why I say he can always
Yeah.
make the world stop. But I think that like that kind of fucked him up too. Is like he's entertainment age, and when you're entertainment age, like Hollywood moves so fast that people feel like they've been seeing you for a long time. And the only thing that seemed recent is your fuck ups.
Yeah.
Everything else seemed like it's like, damn, it's been forever since we seen that nigga play basketball. Huh? It's been forever since he dropped the album. It's been forever. Didn't he just get a DUI? Didn't he just get a DUI like 5 years ago? Didn't he just get a Didn't he just have a gun charge like 6 years ago? Didn't that nigga just get out of jail like 10 years ago? Like that's the only thing that's recent is your fuck up. But I don't like I don't know. Like I just think he suffers from that. Like he suffers from like the Hollywood aging process. And like
because you don't learn.
But I feel like because we see that, we feel like he should have grown up way long. Like think about this. Chris Brown first album came out when we was in fucking high school. Think about how long ago that is for you in your head.
Yeah.
I graduated high school 2007. Think about how long ago that was in your fucking head. Now, imagine how long ago that is in the world of motherfuckers that's always like, Hollywood is moving. Like how many news cycles go through Hollywood in a week? Now, look at a year and then go 15 years.
And the slow pace, the regular life pace that you and I like learn lessons, he skipped that part because I don't have time to go learn whatever intricacies with people or whatever. Like motherfuckers talk about Prince.
I don't have the luxury. Like
like if
luxury.
Even Kanye, like Kanye's was older, but whatever. Even if when you're that doing that much shit, you don't really have the time to like learn social shit. Cause bitch, I gotta go to China tonight. Like,
like tonight. Like I'm trying to lose my virginity, bitch. You talking about communication? Like, yeah, no, that does make sense, and it's a terrible.
And then and I don't know. I just think that whole situation was a concoction of bullshit. She's also young, she's whatever, and I've seen firsthand motherfuckers like go off on one another, and they'd be like, "Oh shit, he touched me." I'm like, should have punched nigga in the head. But yeah, I don't know. Like Chris clearly has made mistakes and probably will make some more, but I just don't like this realm of not giving anybody room to move past their faults. Cause I don't know, like. Your favorites fave, like God flooded the world and like burned everything to a crisp at one point. Yeah, I'll be in there every Sunday.
Such a blasphemous episode.
Like, I'm just saying, like
such
you know,
a blasphemous episode.
People
Take them to church.
People do stuff, you know, like
yeah, no.
You can tell and y'all like y'all, you know the difference between that's some heinous fucking shit and that was a mistake. So there you go.
Boom, bam. All right,
that's my educated opinion on things.
All right, so all right, this kind of heavy. Yeah, like the fucked up shit of the week.
Heavy.
What's Jasmine Elin? Did you see that?
Was that the chick from Atlanta?
Man,
that was the Atlanta chick, right?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I saw it.
Man,
like I saw a lot about it,
bro.
and I had me and Jose had a conversation about it. A couple.
I seen a snippet of that video. I called the police myself after I watched it. Like, do y'all know about this?
Did you only watch the snippet?
Bro, no, I couldn't watch it. Oh, no.
Oh, you didn't watch the whole thing?
No.
Oh, no, I watched it, and, like, I'm not sure I buy it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to be that guy. Like, I'm not saying, like, there might not be some weirdness, but I don't know if I 100% buy that it was, like, a lot of just full-fledged rape in the club. I don't know yet. Like, I'm just not convinced. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm not 100%, like, I think I'm super here for a deep investigation because I'm not taking old boy off the not clock, but off the hot seat. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm just not 100% like, oh shit, he's trash and she's whatever. Like I don't know these time frames. Like there's a video of her and him at the bar. They're kicking it, kissing, hugged up, dancing, doing weird shit. Like she looks horny at one point. Then there's one point where she does black out. Then he Then there was another video. Then there's another like cut to a video of her dancing on stage. I don't know the time frames about with that, or if it happened before or after. Then there's like a part where in the middle of her talking, like she was saying something about like the divorce papers going through. She keeps it on live the whole time. Like even when she falls over, like she's on live till she falls over and like comes back. And then, there's another video supposedly where like there was a friend or somebody else who was there who had like video of her like there, and like she goes into like the bathroom, and then there was something about pills, and then the dude called into some little YouTube station or radio station somewhere, and I was like, I didn't do shit to her. Like there is like a side where I guess people have said like he's got a history of doing weirdo shit, but so I don't know if that's true. Like there's just a lot of shit I don't know that's true on this. So bro calls in and he was like, we was fucking around, we was chilling, we was vibing in the club. He was like, I'm 6'4", she's 5, whatever. There's no way I can bend down and fuck in the middle of a club. And it's not like they're like at some boo-boo bar.
Yeah.
They're at like a big, and I'm like, and everybody who's gone, like where people stay, they're at the bar. Security stays right there. Like you don't, so he's like, we at the bar, we chilling. And when she starts like doing the pass out thing, he's like, I pick her up, I take her to the little couch, she pops back, they're cool. And then all of a sudden it turned into, what did you do to me? And it's like, the more like you looking at it, I'm like, okay, I don't know if, I'm not saying he didn't do some weird shit, because she does. There's a part where you see her and it does look like she clocks out, even though she's still holding her phone on live, bent over without dropping it on the phone. Like I just, some of this shit, I'm like, I just wasn't 100% like, and I'm not taking it like to take up for the dude, but as we've talked about, like this has clearly been a thing for, I don't know why.
A faulty story looks like a faulty story. It looks like a faulty story.
Yeah, and I don't understand why this has been such a thing this month, like people getting like sexual assault, like this has just been some, but that's not something to really like fuck with. Like rapes like really happen, and people are like really like assaulted and fucked up. So when people, I think there should just be a thing where like people are just, you shouldn't really, there should be more fear for you to just go out and fuck around and lie about some shit like this. So I'm just not really big on going, oh, that's 100% rape because that person said it was.
Facts.
Because
should not be. Yeah,
because if it's not, that makes you, I don't know what level of trash that is. I know a rapist is top tier trash, but if you were lying, you're not thinking about the people who have been out here, who have been raped, are getting.
Yeah, I think if you weaponize it, you're just as much trash. Like don't get shit fucked up. Like you're out here weaponizing the shit.
Like this is just a wild hot take. There are elements of this, like you saying because then there was Facebook shit where people are saying like she do this for real, or like, and she said the whole divorce thing, and I'm like, okay, is this like some you making your husband jealous online by continuously showing this nigga, and none of that justifies if at any point the nigga did
sexual
some shit.
assault,
If it happened, it happened. I'm just saying I'm not completely sold 100% yet on just, oh, I can't believe what happened, because like when you first read the headline and when you start to watch it, I almost felt like you, like, oh shit, it's gonna be some really gross shit I don't want to see. And then I saw that the video was like really fucking long. And so one of the videos, I'm like, they really just vibing in the club, like, like like any, like you're in the club, you find somebody, y'all sitting there chilling, y'all start touching and rubbing and blah blah blah.
Man, I got right to the fucking it was like they right when they got to the bar and like the sex happened, and that shit was just like I watched maybe like a minute or that was awkward.
Like,
this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, the sex thing was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like that.
But
shit,
then there's a part where like that's the part where old boy comes in. His side of the story is when she's saying a lot of shit, like there's not sex happening. There's like him trying to hold her up because she fell out. Like when she blacks out and like comes back like, what is you doing or something like that. I might be fucking up the time frames of this, but parts of that story, he's like, there's no sex happening there. Like she fell and I'm literally holding her dead body weight in my hands, in my arms, trying to get her to a chair. So his version is she bullshitting. I think this is definitely worth way more investigation. And if it comes out our boy did it, then fucking throw that nigga in the fire. But yeah, and the weird video angles just don't do it enough justice. Like there's enough there to go, some shit's happening. I just don't know if there's enough there to go completely condemn him as a 100% rapist yet. Because there's things there where you're looking at it, and that's what I'm saying. Like parts are like, that's consensual. That's not. That is is a weird view. And then there are parts where you can't see him. So I'm like, if he's doing shit here and she's passed out, that's weird. That's not cool. That's not cool. But I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know like this. I didn't even know it was up for like a. This is the first time I've like probably had one of these situations. Maybe I'm just starting to reach my overload with it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna watch it. Like I said, like she watched it first, and then she told me, I was like, all right, I'll go back and like really review it or try to review it. And then it kind of was like, oh, well, because I was finna be 100%. You're like, oh, you a bad, dirty motherfucker, you nasty nigga. And
I had, and that part I hadn't even got to, for the simple fact that I knew I did not have the energy to fully investigate this in a manner that let me be comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
I was just gonna be like, it's a terrible thing that happened, and I hope, like, you know,
because it took me a week to get around to it, like, cause you niggas talked about it like at the top of the like week in the group chat, and then she brought it up, and I was like, I ain't watching that shit. Like they told me, and that was enough. And she's like, nah, you should watch it for real. And so that even made me like think like what you said, like with the overload, I didn't really feel like watching, cause like I just said, like it's been mad sexual shit, just a mad overload of just fucking shit going on, but. It made me kind of think too, like, all right, after I watched that, it kind of did re-solidify, like, don't be part of some of these people that just condemn because of a headline, especially, you know, if we doing this shit, and you know, when this completely becomes amazing, and all of you are really glad that you were here with us from the start. When
fuck that, this shit is already amazing. You motherfuckers just ain't realized it already. I'm out here with this Tory Lanez energy. I don't give a fuck. I'm the best.
That gonna happen because that boy, what's that nigga name? Don. That nigga finna get sizzled. He whatever the fuck he actually
the best motherfucking podcaster in the world.
We on that right now.
I ain't realized that yet.
Yeah, we on that. Actually, you know what? I killed that last point by saying, look, don't just be somebody who gets up here and just goes for the headline, you know, give it its just due. And that nigga Don Q is finna get cooked. All right. That nigga, whatever he thought that shit was, he should have put all that shit back in the oven and let it reheat. That nigga gave us uncooked meat. That motherfucker was out there just, yeah, you got a toy.
Nigga brought leftovers to Thanksgiving.
Son, I was like, yo, that shit, y'all, like, Jay said that shit. I'm like, oh shit, it's finna be a thing. Soon as he started, I was like, he gonna pick it up. He gonna pick it up. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
He jogged the whole like he never hit a second gear.
I was waiting. Like it was the relay. I was like, okay. Like you see him coming around. I was like, okay, he gonna be the anchor. Here we go. Bah! Pick up your feet. Pick up your feet. Pick up your feet.
He never ran full speed.
Pick up your feet. What are you doing? Hey. And he had
one little part I heard though wasn't terrible. That's the cold part. Like I'm sorry, we completely digressed.
It was it's not terrible. It's just not going. It's very lukewarm.
All right, I'm gonna have to listen to it later. What were we talking about before this?
Oh, you was talking about like rape. Like we went from rape to docu. Like we got to move forward from there. Like we like cause
no, it wasn't rape. It was the idea of like not. Oh no, you were saying that you looked into it. Like you decided to.
Oh yeah, I just think that like you know, especially people who decide to have like a platform, you know, it's worth. You know, every now and again, like an extra 5 to 10 minutes to do some.
Without a doubt.
And like we've said before, if you don't know, it's cool too to shut the fuck up a little bit. Like,
yeah, the whole I just really reached the overload on it for a second because this is like a serious topic to me, and then like to repeatedly like for as long as like the Robert Kelly thing got dragged out, and then like Chris Brown and the fucking
and I know it's a lot because like things get swept under the rug.
Yeah, so and then this is like everything else in the middle because once the conversation comes up, it was like, oh, but what about Harvey Weinstein? And then, you know, this person, and it's like, you know what? I understand. I completely understand. And at a certain point, I have to remember that I'm not the fucking like. I don't know. Like, for me, I don't need the repeated. There's an understanding of like this happens. Believe people who say it happened and thoroughly look into what they say happened. Yeah. For both individuals. So I don't know. Like I don't watch every episode of SVU. Like NCIS is playing in my house right now. I don't watch every episode of NCIS. Like I just randomly went to the 15th season last night and started watching it.
Yeah, SVU clearly like will trick you because that should be making motherfuckers think, oh, we get this shit done. And it gets handled.
Yeah, like it always be Captain. That's why I call Captain 220.
Damn, I'm like, yo, Ice-T gotta get on.
Fuck, like god damn.
Yeah,
let that nigga clean up Hollywood. Play some dum. Like, get some of that shit going. Some of these niggas in the interrogation room, man.
Yeah, first 48 lady, like
I'm not gonna hold you up, bro. I'm not gonna hold you up. I don't like. They must not be interrogating Hollywood people because
it's just,
I've seen like. I don't see these Hollywood execs getting into the interrogation room and not cracking when they be like, "Look, man, we got a bunch of little kids say you fucking on them."
man.
Tell us everybody who fucking on people.
Shit.
Like I don't see these guys holding up like
Man,
we don't bend, we don't break. Warner Brothers Pictures.
That's because they got money, and it's not even just money. They got money and they got
lawyer
connections.
Yeah.
Like like if like you can't take me down because if you take me down, you forget. Like Gerald, who owns whatever the fuck, he was in the room.
Yeah, no, that's true. That shit niggas was saying about Robert, like Hollywood niggas won't tell on Kells because
they was in the room.
Tell on them, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like what was you doing?
Yeah, I seen a nigga fuck the little girl. Where was you at that you could watch?
Yeah, that's what you like. I know. How do you know? Unless you were there, and you didn't say a fucking thing.
Housekeeping, like. I work part-time as a housekeeper.
Yeah, that shit's nasty.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Y'all gotta chill. I don't know. I don't have anything for that.
No, I just didn't know. And like I said, I didn't put the time into to really look into that. But I didn't know that it was even like holes in that story to even
I mean, I might be just a nigga, whatever. Like, hopefully, I don't know. Hope like. There's no good side of that because like either somebody's getting fucked up.
Hopefully she ain't lying about getting it and she really got raped.
Yeah, because I'm like no, because then if she's lying, then that makes her a complete shit. Because it's just like,
yeah,
if you just you could have just said like, oh shit, I wanted to make my baby daddy jealous and I fucked around and fucked this nigga in the club and that's it. Like
now I feel bad. Hey, on the flip side though. If this is not real, can you imagine being like? And this is on a lighter note of being a nigga. Like, can you imagine to get falsely accused of something, and then like later on, when you found innocent, all the people that was like, "Nah, that nigga been a weird nigga, man. Yeah, he seemed like the type of nigga that do some shit like this," and then you come home innocent, you gotta like see, like, hey,
nah, them niggas got to go. We
like,
done.
Nigga, I see your name in the paperwork. Nigga, what the fuck you mean, hey,
bro, it's good. You
told him I fuck. You told him I do shit like this, fuck ass nigga.
I mean, You're 100% out of here, my G. Like,
yeah, I would be mad as shit. Like, well, nigga, I was just telling the truth. Fuck you. What kind of friend is you, nigga? Why you ain't tell me the truth earlier? Like, hey man, you be doing shit that be making women uncomfortable. Like, don't fucking snitch on me to the cops 9 months later, nigga. Tell me the night it happened.
Yeah. Speaking of telling the truth, like just saying things and that are truthful and you just living your truth.
Here we go.
This nigga Game was just going for it. Like
that's what the fuck I wanted. JCI.
Your man's is going for it.
All right, so this is my thing though. This is my thing. Cool. The Kim K thing, I already knew that. Like that was niggas already knew that. My thing is he has a line where he talks about making Kylie cereal back in 2013. But it's 2019 and she only 21. So was he making her cereal like, yo, I used to spend the night at the Kardashian house and in the morning I would be the first one up? Like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm sure that would be the spin and like hopefully that's the truth because.
But then it's like they found a picture of that she posted back in 2013.
Yo.
That was like,
I don't know how, like the CIA could never ever be
the internet undefeated.
Yeah,
the
like
internet
they could, there's no way like somebody should go like, oh shit, like CIA
internet's undefeated.
Out of jobs. Nah, man, there's people at the shade room like
yeah,
like way.
That's what happened. The government shutdown happened. All them niggas started working for the shade room.
Dead ass.
All these CIA agents work part time at the shade room investigating the internet. The INNA.
1000%. Internets.
But nah, it's a picture from April 25th, 2013. Kylie Jenner says he keeps me healthy with the strawberry emoji, and it's some cereal with strawberries and blueberries in it. That's uncomfortable. So that's what I like. Yeah, that's my question more so. Like, I don't give a fuck about the Kim thing anymore. Like,
everybody fuck Kim. Everybody.
Kim's an adult. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, everybody has sex. Whatever.
But like Game is a nigga who to the best of my beliefs, he already had a sexual assault case. And then, you know, you were, I don't know, like, you know, nigga just.
Some of this, I just don't like some of the antics. I'm like, Game can really rap. Like, you could just give me music and call it a day. Like, it would get purchased, and that'd be that. Like, I just don't need all that.
I don't know if he just don't get enough success where he feel like, I don't know what you're aiming for. Like, I don't like the new machine when niggas is dropping albums now. I want the old days where people just rode around in a van with your album cover on it, and then like people put posters up on abandoned liquor stores, and like that's how we knew you had an album coming out. I don't like this new shit. I don't like this new shit when niggas ain't got marketing budget, so they just start like they call like friends before they push a video out and be like, "Hey man, hey, what's going on? What you doing? You with the kids and shit?" That's cool. Hey, you mind if I tell the world your wife sucked my dick?
Yeah.
No, go outside so you can get service. You can hear me. No, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay. No, I was saying, man, I got this new project coming out. I just wanted to know if, you know, it was cool if I said your wife sucked my dick. She choked. I'm going to read the line for you. Let me read the line. She choked. Hello? 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 He must have went back in the house. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know it's like
that was my whole scene about rappers calling other rappers.
Which I don't understand is this movie finna come out too. But you know, yeah, it's happening.
Hey, I don't understand.
Y'all heard that talent? Y'all see all these voices and shit? It's voice actors.
Scene, the nigga, goddamn, like, because in my head, that's exactly how it happens. Like,
but yeah, I just think like it's kind of that shit we talked about.
Because I can't imagine seeing a nigga who said my wife sucked his dick at the Grammys. And being like, I'm not gonna fuck this up because I made an amazing body of work.
All these niggas is wild. All this shit is wild and incestuous. But I think one, you know, like that shit in real life. Like niggas know the niggas to pull that shit on. Two, but also it's kind of that shit we said with Soulja Boy. Like, nigga, like maybe you know blame the internet, but because of
blame it on the internet.
Yeah, because of this, I don't know, you know, all these hot topic words like internet and microwave culture and
clout.
Yeah, but like that gets you more clicks and more views and more notoriety than the actual body of work because everything's so fast. Motherfuckers might not appreciate. I just think people might not think that people will appreciate the work, so they're gonna come for the bullshit. Like if you see, even though like you might not recognize, and like artists say this in like their interviews, you might be a really good artist with longevity, have your core fan base, but something in you sees, you know, little iPhone cord get, you know, like 2 million views in 20 minutes, being a complete dickhead, not paying attention to the fact he'll be gone in 20 minutes.
But it's fucking me up the older rappers because I think they don't know how to not even so much they corny. I think the value of
because they grown, like you should know better, like you just nigga like go pay
but
some
I think that's putting them niggas under more pressure because them niggas got families and shit, and I think the value of a spin has dropped so dramatically. Like back in the day, you could really just like sell records and go like sell your records and go home rich.
Here's where the old ones don't make sense
now, like
to me.
A record sales worth like 12 cents.
But here's where the old ones don't make sense to me.
So you make $27 when you go platinum.
Cause you got a nigga like Vince out here going, I don't fuck about like sales. I'm gonna go on the road. I'm gonna cater to my fucking fan base. And then I'm gonna diversify my money, nigga. I'm gonna go buy this, buy that. Like
Vince also a 23-year-old nigga with nothing to do.
They 40-year-old niggas with nothing to do for real.
They got kids and wives.
All these niggas got kids. And niggas, all you do is make music and fuck. Like you can like that's what I'm saying. And my thing is if you got kids to a certain degree, nigga, like okay, you could be like,
and it's just not a demand there for them niggas to be able to do that as well.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like unfortunately, like
you stick to your core fan base, do a big boy. Then you start opening up businesses. Like if you have access to millions of dollars and you fucked it off, it's your fault. And also, you know, if you're
how many of these niggas really made millions of dollars? Like Game got a $7 million lawsuit hanging over his head right now.
Game got to make better to a certain degree. Game got to make better choices.
Not to a lot of degrees.
Yeah, like okay,
to a master's degree, to a bachelor's degree,
to an associate right by now.
Yeah,
but yeah, like you said, like niggas got kids. Like okay. It's a difference if you're like an artist that might not get the notoriety that I think they deserve, like a Boogie. As far as I know, Boogie got a son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's different if you're an artist of a certain stature and you fucking around out here and you firing off like Boosie. Like Boosie not out here for no reason. Boosie though he got a whole motherfucking
Yeah,
starting roster.
Future Hendrix.
Yeah.
Future gonna tour forever. He gonna be like Mick Jagger and them niggas.
So like if Future and Boosie out here, love your family. Like if Boosie not here mad about it, then
but them niggas who wave started 10 years after games though.
But like they wave started like as far as them being like really. But I think them niggas when they was getting like them lyrics aren't bullshit. Like I got 10 and then I took that shit over here. Like they didn't just go I make music and I make music. They're like I make music and then I'm gonna go do this. And some of this shit might be bullshit. And until I have enough capital to do the right way,
I think outside ventures, if you're not really a business savvy person for musicians, outside ventures are based on your popularity. And I think Game's popularity has not been. Like he got trees by Game. He has a marijuana dispensary like right here in California. And as much as I love Game, as much as I love him just as a nigga from Compton, I've never. I've been to the Crenshaw store though.
But that's because of Game's. That's because the perception Game gives. Like that's.
But some people just don't have a like. If you don't have that, I don't.
I don't need you to be like as charismatic and as whatever is like you said like a Nip like Crenshaw. So like Nip is a one of a kind like talent all this other shit with his message or whatever. But you can control how much nonsense you put out. Like you don't have to fuck with Game heavy, but you don't have to not fuck. But
it's hard though, like because you got to understand you're in the industry where you have to produce something, and if you can't produce nothing good, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like I'm gonna tell you the truth.
It is if you want to like sell shit. Clearly, like
no, because people be like do shit. We gotta remember, Game is still a nigga that's had a sneaker. Game is still a nigga who's had TV shows. Game is still a nigga who's had like other ventures, all of which failed. Like he's had multiple, in my opinion, failed ventures. Nothing is withstanding any type of longevity, but he's gotten constant shots at shit.
Yeah, but I mean, if he doesn't parlay those into long-lasting money, then like if he can't make a change and turn himself into a Raycon, it don't matter. Because Ray J ain't never took an L in his life. Once again, shout out to Vince Staples. Like
that nigga say Ray J say the alphabets without L. Don't know nothing about those.
Mm-hmm.
That is fucking hilarious.
It goes JKM.
JKM. That is hilarious. Nah, I just think to me sometimes Game antics just it's not.
Yeah, like his antics just begin to hinder his brand. Like if those antics, moved him up, then cool. But I think Game is, and I'm saying this is like, Game is like if niggas like rap, like Game would be rapping his motherfucking ass.
Man.
Yeah, like so Game, I think even like you said, like thinks he would be in that arena if some of the shit like that, I don't know, that rub people the wrong way. Like I still bump Game shit and listen to it and whatever, but if the shit that Game did, that fucks with people rubbing the wrong way, like that he could part with, if he just parted with that shit, he might be in a better light. Like, I don't know.
But that's what I say. I guess that's my whole point is I don't think Game can produce nothing else outside of this shit. Like, I don't think Game have no personable shit to offer niggas. Like,
oh, that's on Game.
I think it's like 50. I think it's 50 just like a nigga who don't really like. It's much more easier just to hop about the bed and turn this bullshit on than to be something that's palatable repeatedly.
Oh, then that's on them to be, like, to do better as a people. Like,
yeah, no, agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
Speaking of like musicians, like, or just like music people, world, is Dr. Dre a supervillain? Cause like every time like you see Dr. Dre, like I remember looking at the thing with him and the documentary with him on HBO, and he had like a whole thing of like just Air Forces, and every time you see him, he's in that like black shirt. Little sweatpants. And it's like, damn, that nigga, like, in my mind, I didn't even think that's corny. I'm like, that nigga rich, because he's rich enough to have the same outfit as, like, Kingpin. Like, he's legitimately a cartoon character. He's cartoon rich. That's not a diss. Like, I'm just saying the shit is magical when I saw it. Like, when it dawned on me, I was like, this nigga don't dress no other way.
I have a story that I want to tell you, but I don't know if I can tell you because it's like, it's about a famous Hollywood designer. It's not dangerous. It's just like a how fucking rich are you?
Oh. Fuck it.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to. Yeah, I have to get clearance before I can tell the story because
it's dangerous.
It's not a dangerous thing. It's just kind of like one of those things where it's like it's from an exclusive thing. So
that's
it's like
exceptionally rich. Like
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like I just think like I think niggas are sleeping on like we talk about the richest of Dr. Dre, but Dr. Dre is kind of ascended into like I don't have to dress cool no more rich. That's rich as fuck.
All right, fuck it. Somebody told me not somebody told me. A famous designer had a play date at their house, and all the children that attended received invitations that told them what colors were permitted to wear that did not clash with the interior. Like that's a different level of rich right there, though, nigga.
Fuck.
Like, thank you. Think about that.
For children?
The children were having a play date with the designer's kids. So the designer was like, "This is a list of acceptable colors and shit that the kids, colors and patterns that the kids can fucking wear, so shit don't clash."
Yikes.
Yeah, that's deep, right?
I don't know.
It's from a reliable source, so that's just.
I know I talk about. I don't know if I can handle that level of rich. Like I would try.
I don't want to be
like like if you gave it to me, I'm not gonna turn it down. But like,
I get that rich, I'm going to Africa. Pulling a Dave Chappelle on you niggas.
Yeah, I think I would have to
spend a month in a hut.
Have some other country that I fuck with on the regular. Like I just
got to be a third world country.
Yeah, I couldn't be over here with that rich dealing with, because you're over here and I feel like you are like dealing with the stress of America. Like you don't realize like when you got enough money to just leave this motherfucker, you be like, oh shit, that's they shit. Oh yeah, I'm never going back over there. I go over there for like whatever. Like
I always wondered that shit, like why famous people be going to third world countries and shit. Now I realize that shit is just to keep you grounded, like it's just to keep you sane.
I don't even like I was sitting Duval out here teaching me. I don't even got to be like ridiculously rich. Like,
oh no, I'm already looking about a plane.
Nigga got a little plane.
About to get me a little plane. Hit these cities real quick.
Yeah, you know what? I get tired of y'all. Like, when fucking Just a Dope Ass Podcast start coming to your city, we gonna fly in real quick and leave.
Plane out this bitch real quick.
Yeah,
real quick, nigga.
Yeah,
I ain't even flying private. I'm flying mind your business.
Dead
that's
ass.
Really, nigga, I'm flying. That's a real secret.
Yep.
Yeah, I fly private. I'm flying mind your damn business.
I don't see none of y'all. I don't see none of y'all already.
Like a motherfucker. That nigga Duval showing niggas the way. Shout out Duval.
Dead ass.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, like that's really like a pure depiction of.
That's another nigga. That's another nigga I'm happy to see getting his shine though. I'm happy to see because I've been a fan of Duval since he was rolling, like Rolling Powell and shit.
Who you think you fucking with? You must want your shit split.
Cause like I seen him at shout out Amanda Seals too. Like her getting her just doing shit. Her special premiered on HBO on the 26th. She's only the second black woman, or like second woman to have an HBO special. I believe Wanda Sykes the other one.
Big shout out to her.
Yeah, I think she mentioned that on the Breakfast Club. So yeah, like it's just dope to see that. But Duval, without a doubt.
And Duval, like the more like I think about it, like, and Duval will post to let everybody know, like, hey, like I've been this nigga for a while.
Yeah.
Cause like I remember like State of the Union, I was like, holy shit, like
yeah, without a doubt.
Duval really like been quietly just being that nigga for a while.
State of the Union definitely inspired this.
Yeah, if nothing else, like he's definitely taught me how to move. Like I'm gonna just be me. I'm gonna just collect this, put it over here. Don't do nothing. Make no.
Just don't make no mistakes.
Yeah, I just want to consistently be like, how you living, baby? I can't call it. I just want to be that guy. I just want to never be able to call it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm never gonna be. I don't ever want to be like, oh, nigga, I just want to be like, hey, baby, I can't call.
I want to get enough money where niggas feel comfortable enough to ask me for money, but don't expect me to give it to them. I just want to have that much money.
That's not bad.
Where nigga be like, hey, bro, let me hold some, dog. You man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I ain't even got it though, bro.
Honestly, this is a really
niggas
comfortable
like, all right,
space.
man, I'm gonna see you.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to be in a comfortable space, and I got to keep comfortable people around me, and I never can have somebody around me that tells me to put the gray fur coat on, because then we can stay Frank Lucas, baby. Like, I just can't have nobody around me that tells me to go sit in the front row with the gray. Like, nah, we in the third, baby. Like, we in the third, and we got a nice suit.
You in the third? I was going to even say in the fifth.
That's cool, too.
I ain't going to do the third.
I can do the fifth.
Because when you the top three, you still get a medal.
That's smart.
That's still LeBron's medal, so niggas still want to know. You the fifth. Nigga
don't
give a fuck about the fifth.
We in the fifth row. He bleed. It don't touch us. Like what nigga came in fifth place in the 100-yard dash in the Olympics? That's straight.
Who was the fifth last team left in this playoffs right now in the NFL?
That's fire. I don't know.
Fucking exactly.
I don't know.
That exactly. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I'm getting on roll number 5, and I'm gonna just this
would be the year. Like LA would go to the fucking like Super Bowl, like when niggas not really fucking with the NFL. Like I'm not like
when is the end date on boycotting the NFL? I just want to know, like, how long we gonna like?
Man, niggas, I'm not gonna lie, like it might just be you and me. Like,
all right,
I'm not gonna lie.
Cause I was wondering, cause I'm like, you know what, goddamn, cause if the Rams win a Super Bowl, bro, like it's gonna be a parade, nigga.
It's
like
you, me, and
Colin Kaepernick and Nessa.
Colin Kaepernick, Nessa, and Shanika.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all of us.
That's all the people like faithfully fucking not.
College football is over.
I don't even know if I'm faithfully. I just haven't watched it, so I got a habit of not giving a fuck.
I just don't watch it on purpose. Like if I'm in the barbershop and shit, I don't tell them niggas like, "Hey man, turn the channel."
I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't go outside or no shit.
Nah, yeah, like I just
don't watch the NFL on my TV. Like you niggas not getting my Nielsen rating.
Yeah, that's kind of me. Like,
okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Like I get enough to be like, oh shit. Like I didn't. People had to really tell me like we doing good. Like I would see friends of mine who are like big, like Jay, big Rams fan, and like Jose, giant Rams fan, and my uncle's like got a whole man cave of Ram shit. So when I saw them wilding, I was like, oh shit, we doing good. I was like, all right, that's enough for me. I'm like, I'm good on the NFL. Like we fucking winning off. Shit, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting back. I don't know. I was trying to hold out until Colin won this lawsuit. But it's getting tough, man. It's getting tough. LA got 2 teams and both the motherfuckers was doing good.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared.
That motherfucker at Home Depot Center is like, I mean, the StubHub was like right down the street from like the crib too. So it's like,
that's dangerous. Man,
how can I?
I didn't go to that game. Either.
White people walking through Compton and shit. Go Chargers! It's like,
yeah.
So you niggas know where y'all at?
Go Chargers. That's
niggas deep. In Compton yelling "Go Chargers."
Yeah, that's deep. Niggas actually like. Are good too.
Yeah, but they play right in Carson, so niggas is getting Airbnbs in Compton to be able to go to the StubHubs that are in Carson, not knowing where it's at.
Gentrification, baby.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt, it's happening so quick.
Nah, yeah, like some white people like moved in right next to my uncle, and I was just like, and then like within 6 months, like they took like like they have like little separate fucking garages. Them niggas immediately like. Got the little shit together and like have a secondary house on the back on top of that shit. So now they got like can just rent that shit even if they want to stay in. I'm like, wow, these motherfuckers is moving.
Mm-hmm.
They not playing.
Mm-hmm. They flipping and flopping all the hood.
Yeah, bro. I want they up here just taking the shit and niggas just giving that shit away. I want the old black dude from New Jack City show. You give it poisoning your own people. Keep your hoes.
That's not funny, bro. I was watching Killer Mike say that. Killer Mike was saying that on the Joe Rogan podcast to bring this whole podcast full circle to end up back at Killer Mike. He was talking about that, like it's the grandchildren and shit that's like selling the homes. And not even the grandchildren, it's the children. I ain't gonna let me not hold you up. You know what happened? I'm about to turn to the oldest 20-year-old nigga. Our parents fucked up. Them niggas like backstepped and did like our parents fucked up the black community so bad. Like, I don't know what is going on with, like, our generation parents. Like, I don't know if it's the Reagan babies. All the motherfuckers born in the 60s. Who's niggas in the 60s? Born in the 60s. Like, you born from 60.
Well, that was people, like, that's people that, like, kind of like we said, like talked about, well, I joked about last week that, like, get caught up on the I have a dream, Martin, but nobody really paid attention to the not only that, like, I feel like I've integrated my people into a what's that, a burning building? Mm-hmm. Like, you get all the way to it was like, oh shit, wait a minute. We, like, he talks about that on the fucking show. Like, it was arguably better. Like, segregation was in fucked up modes.
Well, Killer Mike, don't get me wrong, Killer Mike is the blackest white man you ever met.
Yeah, like but economically it helped.
If Killer Mike had white skin, he would be the perfect Republican.
Nigga want guns. But even his reason for wanting guns is like, y'all not gonna have guns and we don't.
Killer Mike had white skin, he would be the perfect Republican. Yeah, exactly. The nigga shaking his head, yes, repeatedly.
Yeah, like, but like if a Killer Mike on like with their view, that'd be dangerous.
One thing you want to do is hunt, grow meat, like make sure his people got money. Like he's and I don't think it's a bad thing, but you know, just got to be careful. You got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
You got to take it with a grain of salt.
I like Killer Mike because, like, with all that Killer Mike, just, like, the nigga has, like, it's just like doer type things. Like, oh shit, we can go out and do this. Like, you motherfuckers not sending memes about it. You can go out and get some land. You can go out and grow your crops. You can go out and start a business. You can go out and whatever. That's my whole takeaway with Killer Mike. Like, as much as he could be a Republican, I'm glad that he's on our side and like actively showing like, hey, stop talking about it and like screaming on YouTube with like cameras that I don't know, or Motorola Razors from like, you know, '02 and yelling and shit and like I think that's one thing with like I think extra woke shit, like they got bad publicists.
They got bad publicists.
Yeah, they should have a Killer Mike level publicist. Like they just present things that I don't want to watch. like the information be good, but it be really like pixelated videos, and then it always be like really grainy memes, and I don't know. Every nigga's name is like Heru Socrates 2022. Like your name is Daryl. Like just tell me how to fucking start this business, my guy. Like what are you doing?
My name is Samaj, brother. First off, your name is James, and that's James like, spelled backwards, nigga. Stop telling people.
And stop yelling at me.
Name's
that
James.
Too. Like, I don't know who this guy is, but there's a guy that's on fucking. I see him on Instagram because I do try to follow some of these shits, and like his favorite thing is he'll fucking spit fire information like the moon landing was a fake. Look it up, and I'll be like, yo, my nigga, like, how are you like? Can we talk about it? Like, I'm feeling really attacked right now. That's all.
Niggas out here spitting Black history like they battle rap bars.
Nigga, that's not a joke. Like, he be
J. Edgar Hoover wanted to stop the Panthers. Niggas is out here like, he's like,
look it up.
Hey,
no, I'm 100% not even fucking with you. My bro really be coming at you like that. And it's like, my man's like,
whoa.
Maybe we can make this palatable. Get you a ring light, you know, have a nice little background. Like, if a bitch can sit up here and teach makeup, you know, in a palatable way. You can teach me this information without fucking just looking like you want to burn the world down. Like,
hey man, I want to hear everything that you got to say about Black history, but please, this is like an Al Qaeda video. You like you finna cut somebody's motherfucking head off.
Yes.
Get you a light, nigga. Take the mask off.
I didn't know niggas was still on dial up in 2019. That's how that shit be looking. So that's
that
it.
Nigga, he finished the video like, anybody want to contact me, hit me up at www or email me at my AOL.
When them niggas start talking, you hear the door open. So you know this finna get popping.
Nigga doing a video. You have mail. Hold on. Let me turn my shit.
Yeah, that's my only thing. You know, I appreciate the knowledge, guys, but y'all got to get better presentation.
Nigga say got the old white speakers with the audio jack. Yeah.
Think I'm bullshit.
I just report them people as spam. They may be real people, but if your picture quality is just
some of them are real people. I just be like, man,
spam.
I would like you guys to like
spam.
Just get it together.
If you followed the podcast and you get a notice that somebody's reported your account as spam, just know it was me. Get your picture quality up, son. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I'm so tired of motherfuckers liking pictures. I go look at your profile and it look like you taking pictures on a gas station security camera.
Yo.
I'm so tired of it. I'm reporting your shit as spam. If you're trying to figure out why pictures of you at your birthday dinners keep getting deleted,
I want you to be better. I want you to do better.
It's because your camera is trash. Don't come here with them Android photos.
Yeah, don't do that.
Come in here with them Obama. If you come in here with them Obama phone pictures, I'm telling you right now, my nigga, spam.
What's that Ladybug phone for the old folks?
I don't know. Spam.
Yeah.
Spam. Spam them shits, bitch.
Dead ass. I want y'all to be better. I believe in y'all. Believe in your ability to.
All you niggas out here taking pictures in your favorite football team jerseys when they win, spamming you and your 13 likes, my nigga. Spam.
Spamming you and your 13 likes.
Spam.
There you go. There it is.
Spam, nigga. It's my pleasure. Spam. Get your shit together.
It's my pleasure.
It's like it's a subtle, like it's just get your shit together. Like I really do that shit, and this shit is fucking hilarious to be spam, nigga. I hit them 3 dots and I hit report, and then it say it's inappropriate or say it's spam. Guess what? Spam, nigga.
I might
spam.
I might start doing inappropriate for pixelated pictures, like just
spam.
It's inappropriate.
It's not real. You're not real. The internet's not even a real place to me. So like. You come to the internet half stepping. Like, this the one place you could be anything that you want to be in life, and you still gonna come here and be subpar.
Speaking of the internet.
Spam. I report people who come here with subpar quality pictures. The internet is the only place you get to be whatever in this fucking world you want to be, and you still not even gonna invest enough time in that for that to be quality. You're gonna be subpar in an imaginary place. Spam. Spam. You are spam.
You got Wreck-It Ralph going overtime
I don't give a fuck who's working overtime. I don't give a fuck. Spam, nigga. Them IG folk be like, this nigga reports nigga, you be wondering why the IG podcast always be getting them fucking like your support requests.
It does.
You know why?
It should be getting lit up.
Spam, nigga. I be spamming people. I'm not fucking joking. I don't give a fuck. Your shit gets spammed. And somebody DM me and ask. I might tell you. I'm not even gonna say yes. I'm gonna just double like the question. I'm just gonna double tap the question and give it a like if I reported your shit as spam. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's my biggest reason is that the internet is not a real place. And if you come to this place where you could be, if you live a subpar life, that's fine. That is your business. Unfortunately, I cannot spam your real life. But what that'll be fucked up, right?
Start walking up to you. Spam.
Welcome to a bitch with a junk folder. Get in. Get in. Walking up to niggas on the street.
This is why niggas don't have money yet. Cause like in my mind, like that's something just skit worthy. Don't you guys take my idea? Like get a bus.
Yeah.
And just on the side of the bus write junk, and just say you guys you gotta get in.
No, you gotta do it like it's a real or do like make a recycle bin like the icon on the desktop of a computer and just walk up to niggas like, yo son, get in. It's a recycle bin, son. Come on. Get in.
My
nigga, you're dressed horribly, bro. Get in. Get in the recycle bin,
I want
my nigga.
to delete immediately. I want to delete it immediately.
Hurry up and get in so I can empty this bin, nigga.
Right now. I want you gone.
That is the funniest shit in the fucking world. But yeah, my nigga, that's just my fault. That's just my point. Like, if you're on the internet, my nigga, spice it up. Cause I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, I'm just saying, my nigga, get on the internet and spice it up. I don't even get mad at people who be on the internet and don't look like they would like. It be some people I know, like, you don't look like that when you come outside.
Yeah, spice it up. That makes sense.
I don't be giving a fuck. I'm happy for you. That shows me your level of ambition. If you ugly in real life and you get on the internet and you spice it up, I'm not even mad at that no more. I'm shout out to you. I don't fuck with catfish. If you just stealing other people's pictures and shit and just putting up your aspirations of what you want to look like, I'm not here for that.
That's wild.
But if you're an ugly chick doing makeup tutorials, if you a nigga with a bad hairline but you still doing haircut tutorials, I'm here for you, my nigga. Like, just you maximize the internet.
I always wonder why, like, I mean, I guess there's like reasons like your job, you can find it, but like, what you on the internet for if you're not wilding? Like, it's not your real life. Like, I'd be like people who like I've worked with or like worked with in the past who are like my friends. I was like, your Instagram, whatever. I'm like, it's not my real life, nigga. Well, I mean, kind of. Like, I'm really
that's what
just
I'm saying, though. Like,
wild of a
your
nigga.
Your
but, like,
value of the internet is living free. Like, you value living free. So that's the internet is a place that you tell people that you like. For me, it's just like quality of life.
Niggas
Like,
be telling me like I said this shit to y'all personally too. Like, I just put it on the internet now. Like,
yeah, no, I feel you. Like, yeah, that's just. But it's still a whole different level of it because the internet is just like when you do it on the internet. Like, even your Wednesday wisdoms and shit, it's like a moment. But like. It's your most amped. Like, it's a fucking small sample size of like,
yeah,
you know, that shit. I don't know. Just maximize this shit. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Take some good angles. Do it all, my nigga. Like, live it up on the internet.
Hang on, honey.
Don't be out here looking like a bum on the internet.
Yeah, you know, oil yourself up. Put your booty on the sink. You know, I support you, baby.
Yeah, do it. Live it up. Live it the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm not here to like.
Just do it with good quality pictures, or I'm gonna report you as spam. I don't give a fuck how important it is.
Yeah, don't have like 6.
It could be like your grandmother's obituary, my nigga. It's gonna get reported as spam. I don't give a fuck if it's a bad quality picture.
I mean, I guess if this is your business or whatever, yeah, but just don't have 6 pictures like posted of like your countertops and like a beach vista, because I feel like I would just get that off like random Google images. It'd be mad people like who'd be like, this is my Instagram and this is how I feel.
Spam.
Yeah, like I'm
fucking spam.
I think I might spam you. I be knowing
nigga, I'm reporting people I know and love and care about as spam. If the nigga, you think I won't report nigga spam? I don't care. Spam. I don't want it. You fucking up my universe. Get that shit the fuck out of here, nigga.
EJ hitting y'all with the Thanos snap. It says spam
I don't
when he's
give a
done.
fuck, nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck, but I do it because I love you. Like, it's the most hurtful shit coming from the best place.
Break you down the bitch up, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for your benefit. You got to be better out here in these internet streets.
It's not just for your benefit; it's for mine as well. This is my timeline.
You whack out here.
You fucking it up. Get your picture quality up, son. Add a line. Get a new phone.
Whack pictures and inspirational quotes.
Nah, you look, man.
Everybody's inspirational. I mean, I'm talking about myself too.
Nah, you know, I don't know, man. For me, I just hate the one that's just like, you ever go to a profile and it's just like full of memes and like
terrible
Taco Tuesday plates.
Immediately, I immediately don't like. I don't want any part of you.
Just throw that shit away. Throw your life away. Just throw it away.
Or just start over. Like just do it over.
Yeah, I mean, start over, of course, but just throw it away.
Oh, like people nowadays throw it away. You might fuck around and throw it away and have, Juice WRLD in the background and you really throw it away. Like.
No, they not. You know why? Suicide is a result of trying really, really hard and not getting nothing. Not like these pussy ass attempts people make it now. Like that's not.
Said if you did suicide, you didn't do it right. You failed at failing.
No, yeah, like if you fail at failing, then you go attempt suicide. You just gotta have a really bad scar. Like that's it. Like
shit!
You suck at everything else. Don't go try to kill yourself. Now you just got a scar. You look ugly while you fail for the rest of your natural life.
You failed at life, and then you failed at failing. Oh shit!
Yeah, nigga.
God damn. I don't even know. Shit.
After you fuck up so much shit, I don't trust man. Get the fuck out of here. That just sound like pain. If I'm a nigga who drop everything, I'm not jumping under the bench press, son. Like it sounds painful. That just sounds like a bar dropping on my chest. So if I'm a nigga who fucks up everything, I'm not gonna try to commit suicide.
That's a valid point.
That's just not good logic to me.
You thought you was gonna do this good?
Yeah, right. Like that. I'm not gonna take my life in my own hands, and I know how I fuck
if you
shit up.
Fuck up, you really try to die. Go out here and try to live. Like,
I'm not finna fuck my life up physically and like no, not and physically. That's fucking stupid.
Damn,
that don't make good sense.
That did it, folks.
If you fuck up at everything, you want to commit suicide, you gotta hire a hitman. You gotta hire somebody to kill yourself. Hey, can you guys kidnap me? Can we make it good? I just want to
fuck.
Can you really scare me? Like, I don't know what the fuck you gonna do, but
said you niggas are the Mr. Magoos of life.
Shit getting tough out here, man. Shit getting tough out here. Fucking up the botched suicide attempts. It's not funny. Look. Mental health is segue. Mental health is a huge thing. It's a terrible
Some
thing.
Shit is funny. The worst shit is funny.
No, yeah, we talked about this week. Like we talked about it this week. Like some of the worst shit. It's like bad food. Like you need it though. Like that's the best shit for your soul. Like you hate how you eat Saturday at 2 a.m. in the morning, but guess what? It's the best shit you eat all week. Like all week you got grilled fish and rice and veggies, and your body is like fueled well, and you're wide awake while you're sitting at work at a place you hate. And then it's Friday night, and then Friday nights your friends are like, "Yo, what you doing? Nothing. Come on, we about to go get a drink. Come on, you can go get a drink." Next thing you know, your friends are like, "Hey, you want to go?" You're like, "Fuck it, I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow." Next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. and you eating corn. It's just some bitch in the background like, "They make that in the bathtub." You're like, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck." That's what dark comedy is.
Story, like I feel like I can hear her say it. Like this woman I don't know, I've never met.
I've never met this woman either, but it was the greatest. It was the clearest thing I could hear at 2 a.m. being drunk on Hollywood Boulevard eating. She was like, they make that shit in the bathtub. That's still the greatest thing ever. I'm sorry, it's gonna be a recurring joke.
Oh fuck.
But yeah, like that's what dark comedy is. Like sometimes you just want to get that off. Like
I don't even know if that's just dark comedy. That's just comedy. Like the niggas been making the worst shit good for like ever. Half people who say I'm funny, like I know, like they laugh at like me saying heinous shit.
But I think it's your measure of life though. I think it's your measure of life. Like some people live in such like bubbly lives that they float to the surface all the time. So like they don't ever get like
that sounds terrible.
Like that's what I'm saying though. Like it's like pouring a soda. It's like all the bubbles go to the top. That's like all the happy people in life. Like they never get to the bottom where it's like really dark. They'll never get to the bottom. They just always bubble right up to the top. And then niggas like you and I.
Yeah, I mean, I got shit. I think I'm a happy dude, but I could also say like make a joke right now. Like I could laugh at a nigga making a suicide joke. Like
happy and bubbly are two whole different things though.
Bubbly sound fake. Bubbly sound.
It's mad people that just like
Bubbly sound like you're trying to make the best out of your happiness, but you know that's some surface bullshit. You just scared to like do the deep dive or whatever. Cause you got to be cool with some like that's why like I think like comedians should be depressed. Like you got to be comfortable with not so comfortable topics, which is not bubbly. Like bubbly just sounds like you're like avoiding like okay like you like okay like to like this week when I made some post about like it was some post about like putting ice cream in your girl ass or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like that's not dark, but that's just like that's something a bubbly person might go like. That's nasty. Like even if you don't like stuff in your ass, like you understand, like you nasty motherfucker, bro. Like that's me being an adult. So somebody bubbly might be like, that's gross. Ugh. Like that sounds phony as shit to me. Like you do gross shit in the bedroom.
see, for me, that's a prude. Like a bubbly person would just be like, oh my gosh, people are that's.
I think bubbly and
Hand
prude.
over the
I
mouth
put
while I
bubbly
lie.
and prudes in the same box. I thought they were the same person.
Just
Maybe
whatever. That's what you gotta let her go. That's one woman did that to you.
Bubbly and prudes are not the
Yeah,
same
you had
people?
one bubbly prude bitch. now that's a definition.
I didn't.
that's
I
tied
thought I
together.
had to
It's
just.
all
I
right.
thought they was all.
That
in the
should
same.
hurt. That should hurt.
Okay.
You gotta let that go. Let her
I
go.
thought they was just the same person.
Nuh-uh, that's it. You just being the hurt person right now. You just make that one in the same. That's one motherfucker in your head.
Yeah,
and I might be overindulging bubbly just because of one motherfucker in my head as well. Like who knows? But I just
bubbly prudes.
I just think bubbly people have.
No, because bubbly. I mean, because I've had bubbly dirt bags, but like bubbly get old after all. You got to cut that shit down a little bit.
I know. I'm not saying I want to deal with bubbly, but like I gotta have a bubbly. Like I have bubbly coworkers. I still do say dark shit.
Yeah.
It's cleansing, like it's therapeutic.
I ain't gonna take my job right now, but I ain't seen nobody bubbly there yet. Like them niggas cool as shit, but nobody's bubbly. Like I think like they all bubbled out.
It's because you work at Rikers. This nigga work at Rikers Island. All right, I think we gonna about wrap this up. Let's see. You got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Anything else going on?
I'm gonna talk. I'm seeing you niggas again this week, so like so we gonna talk to y'all again. We talked about a lot today.
Yeah,
Y'all got a lot. And
some funny shit happened to me though. The old people in my family learned how to.
Oh shit.
Old people in my family learned how to screenshot. So I don't
that's
know who the fuck
dangerous.
taught them how to screenshot. So now like the whole damn like all the old people be sending screenshots of memes from Facebook to the group chat.
That is glorious.
I'm just mentioning this because I'm just getting one right now. It's the oldest shit in the world.
God.
So now it's like, nigga, they screenshot the whole goddamn screen and then send it. It be starting arguments and shit. So my auntie screenshot a Facebook post and she send it to the goddamn group chat. My granny don't pay no mind to the meme, nigga. The first thing she comment on is you need to charge your battery. Then it started a whole argument. Now they arguing in the group chat. Not about this 7-month-old meme, but because
shit. That sounds that's amazing.
old black people. I love y'all.
Shit.
Nigga screenshot the whole Facebook post. They got the log out in the corner and everything. Niggas, it's amazing. My granny like, you need to charge your phone.
Damn.
Auntie mad as shit. Mama, you know.
That's wild.
It's a whole thing.
That's amazing.
It's hilarious.
That's
I love
old
it.
and amazing.
It's terrible. Stop the family group chat.
Yeah, don't do that. I don't know. Maybe no. I don't know. Maybe do it because it produces really funny shit like right now. So if you can
Oh no, this
tolerate
family
it,
group chat is money. I know everybody feels like that about their family group chat, but it's money.
No, I'm not even gonna hold you up because like nobody can tell me. Like I just said today, there's no reason. Like somebody gonna pay for this because the jokes we don't tell on here,
Oh god,
the shit that
will
just,
get us arrested,
bruh.
That's
The
what
shit
they
in
do.
that
It's
group
just
chat,
this.
my nigga. Like, look, can't nobody tell me this ain't. We funny.
That group chat leak, boy. We going to jail.
Yeah.
Going,
Oh yeah.
going
yeah.
to jail.
It's like it'll be entertaining. It's funny and then it'll be smart and then
You're going to
it'll be
jail
some
for
wild-
politically incorrectness, not for no real
Boy,
crimes. Like they're just
nah.
going to arrest us for being
Incorrect
politically
is an
incorrect.
understatement. It's just
Just arrest them
Fucked.
niggas. Just put them in jail till we figure the shit out.
like I just every time like I think about it like Jay be like y'all like this for real like I just imagine like all of our moms going like just looking in disgust like you. Why would you say that?
I ain't gonna hold you up, mom. I
would
talk
you say
exactly like this around my mother. Like that's the fucked up shit. My mama just be looking at me like she's like you need help. Like you just need fucking help.
Yeah. Every time I start with like, oh yeah, what did you guys talk about this week? I'll give her like half a topic. She'll be like, fuck, what'd you say? I'll be like, I said, and I don't think I've ever gotten through a full thing I've said. I'll say like, I started off with saying like, I'm good. I'm gone. I'm out. Just, be safe and love you. Boom.
Yeah, the subject matter, I be telling my mom, it makes her yelp. Like she has, you talked about,
Yep.
like, yeah.
You can't say that about, I did though. Like, it's my favorite line, but you can't say that.
She just be like, oh.
Like she said that like,
booty.
It's gonna be really funny the day like I really run into any of these people. I'll be like, what they gonna do, rocking to me on the street? And then like,
I've already accepted we gonna get jumped at least twice.
Yeah, that's a good two.
Twice niggas gonna run down and I ain't gonna be ready.
But now niggas only scuffle and shit, so it just look really good on it. I just gotta make sure I'm standing doing a lot of this shit, so it look like I know what I'm doing.
Oh. Nope. Go ahead and take my ass whooping, but it depends on the ratio.
Niggas don't fight. It's a scuffle. Like niggas got scuffles on.
30% of the niggas who come in, 30% of the niggas you bring with you gonna know they was in a fight. So if you bring 3 niggas, 1 of them niggas gonna know. You bring 6 of them niggas, 2 of them niggas gonna know. You bring 9 of them niggas, you niggas know where I'm going from this. So all I'm saying, nigga, you got 9 niggas, the other 6 niggas gonna get theirs off, but 3 of them niggas gonna be like, hell yeah, we whooped that nigga ass. Hey, somebody take me to the hospital.
Hey,
somebody, real quick.
I don't got no tough
that nigga
guy.
Gonna know.
I don't got no tough guy shit, bro. I'm scared. You niggas get to talking too much. We just gonna have action.
That ain't no tough. That's just 3 rhythmic punches.
Yeah,
like I got a left, right, left.
You raising your voice too much, like.
That's what we hired DC for. He kick one of you niggas in. Anyway.
And I'm pressing charges.
And press everything.
Press charges.
Want to call the authorities on a nigga. All right.
Oh yeah, shout out to DC though, and everybody else who's
fuck DC. Until DC pull up, fuck DC.
I mean,
tell him I said it.
I mean, all you gotta do is call. Like he ain't doing shit.
I know. But that was way better. That was more Soldier Boy like to me. Fuck DC, man. DC, call me, bruh. You out here wearing Make America Great hats, nigga. You out here supporting Trump. That's cap, bruh. That's cap. DC, that's cap, bruh. You out here being a bad example for the kids and the young folk like me, nigga. That's cap, bruh. That's cap, nigga.
That was really a bar. Soldier Boy fucking 32.
Right?
The young kids like,
that's it up for the young people and the kids like me. That's cap, bruh. That nigga like 5 years older than you, nigga. What the fuck is... That's cap, bruh. That's cap.
Yeah. Big Draco. Young Draco.
No, I'm just fucking around. Shout out to my nigga DC though. You have to have DC pull up. Yeah, that's my guy right there. It's a good nigga.
Yeah, we talk like every day. I really gotta have him pull up. I just be lazy. Like I get on autopilot and just show up here and be like, and it's not till we say shit like this. I be like, I could have called that nigga at any time. Like
DC be somewhere baby oiled up. Some Tarzan swimming trunks. DC, what are you doing, man? It's all this oil. You like a shea butter.
I'll tell you right now, it's
shea butter.
It's some very athletic young woman hanging from the fucking ceiling fan or some shit. Like,
hey man, I don't know, bro. Congratulations, shout out to him. I don't know. 2019, get you a friend like Andy. Andy said, I walked into the office and I was fully prepared.
Yo.
I was just looking at the... Get you a friend like Andy.
I don't got no Andys, but like you need an Andy on your team. Andy was like, yo, like fully prepared
to suck his dick.
I was fully prepared to suck his dick. and like Andy went and got mouthwash. Like
I took a shower. I washed my mouth out.
He didn't use none of that water for like actual water. He was like, nah, I gotta get fresh because I'm finna get in here. Andy was finna suck that dick. Andy wasn't gonna fuck around with that.
$175,000 worth of water.
Yeah. Andy was Andy a real ass nigga.
Nigga said, he called me, said, Andy, we need you to take one for the team. I'd have been like, trade me. Trade me off this team.
Oh no, you niggas would have died.
Let me get my trading papers.
Yeah, everybody would have died.
Nah, that's cool. Y'all could be a team. I just need to get traded. Nah, nigga, you can send me to the Clippers. Just whatever team take it. Whatever team take it, nigga, send me there.
Yes. I'm good on that.
All right, we've been ending this podcast for like 30 minutes. Finna get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You know, we fuck with y'all, fuck with us.
All right, this is EJ. That's TJ. Since we do an introduction.
All right, for y'all who don't know who's who.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Just Dope Ass Podcast, Snapchat, IG. Follow it.
Tell your mom and them.
We don't do shit on Snapchat. Let me just say that. No fucking thing on Snapchat. So
Be on that Instagram.
we be on the Instagram. Be on the Instagram. But yeah, y'all holla at us. We gone.
Okay, bye.